It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Dolphins and the Rams. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. Gotten alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense that seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 carries, 53 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I still know how any runner can really get loose and feel like they're into the game with that few carries. You've got to get that number up to around 15.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On first down, it's Gore. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up a throw. He's got Gore. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
He finds his man complete. It's Murray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll look to throw here. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run with Morris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 2nd and 5. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call. And out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. This is Morris. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Morris. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't match the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense and win column will result.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Morris. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Morris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Morris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Miami set to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now back to throw. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now here's a throw that's complete. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, complete. It's Holloway. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. It's complete. It's Gore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
Oh, he's going to be brought down short of the first, and they are out of timeouts.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw, but incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Up the middle they go. It's Morris.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's 4th down. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside of turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Morris. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Number 10, a gain of 12. First down, Miami.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you can use your body to create some space.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
So the previous pass interference call put the ball at the 1-yard line, and then they stick it in on the very next play.
And I love the play call right there. After you get the pass interference call, you've got a defense that's discombobulated a little bit, right? They're protesting the call, upset about what happened. Go right at them. Run the football. And the defense acquiesces, and the ball ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Murray. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here.
45-yard.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for postseason berth later in the year.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They'll set up a throw. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at about the 28.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. Watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Back to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:52 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. He's back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And they take a knee. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Dolphins, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5.